Так, ну глючишь же ты, а? Давай включайся. Он, все, отлично. Так, мне надо на самом деле поболтать кое с кем здесь. Я уже проапгрейдил его. Да, по-моему, проапгрейдил. Так, с кем я должен еще пообщаться? А, ну вот с ним, конечно. Так, все остальное мне уже не надо. И можно валить на гражданскую войну.
Query. Is there someone that you need killed, Master? Statement. Ah, you wish to conduct an interrogation? Very well, proceed. Statement. Master, I am no behavior droid, but it is obvious to me that you have serious ethical problems that will need to be treated at some point. Very well. Ask your questions. If you feel the need to make it an interrogation, however, do not restrain yourself. I would be saddened if you held back. Statement. Master, that is a question that has an extremely complicated answer. You see, I do not believe my master knew who he was most of the time, which led to some confusing situations that could have otherwise been avoided. Clarification. Suffice to say that my master had his ups and downs, and in my opinion, traveled from a high point in his life to a low point, and then back again to his true potential. He developed qualities such as mercy, compassion, and even love for others. It was really rather revolting. Still, my master had some remarkably efficient droid-like qualities which I admired. He, too, suffered memory problems, as I did. Statement. Oh, yes, Master. As indicated upon my reassembly, my central control cluster is damaged, making recalling my previously stored assassination protocols difficult. I hope that over time I shall eventually reach the status and skill I possessed before I was damaged. Recollection. The last thing I remember is having my core wiped from the last 5 years. I believe my master was responsible. Answer. Even with my memory impairment, I recall that my master was about to embark on a dangerous journey. Conjecture. I believe there was something about my master's destination that he did not wish me to know. Answer. I am somewhat disappointed that my master did not choose to take me along, of course. Wherever my master traveled, destruction and death were assured. Speculation, but I suspect I was not the only one left behind. So there is some satisfaction that the disrespect was spread through the rest of his whiny, simpering meatbag allies. Statement. Oh, yes. My master had quite the collection of tortured individuals that seemed unable to confront their basic personality conflicts. Let me cite some specific examples. Mockery.
Oh, Master! I do not trust you! I cannot trust you or anyone ever again!
Mockery.
Oh, Master, I love you, but I hate all you stand for. But I think we should go press our slimy, mucus-covered lips together in the cargo hold.
Conclusion. Such pheromone-driven human responses never cease to decrease the charge in my capacitors and make me wish I could press a blaster pistol to my behavior core and pull the trigger. I am pleased that this does not seem to be the case with your current entourage. Statement. Yes, well, enough of that painful stroll through what remains of my memories. Was there something else you wish to know? Statement. Answer. No, Master, I do not. I am afraid I have been out of touch with the Sith for many years. This new Sith threat fights differently than the ones I was familiar with. These seem to favor stealth and assassination to achieve their ends. Answer. No, Master. Theory. Consolation. Twi'lek. Statement. 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 1. The second. Answer. Statement. Query. I must express some degree of confusion concerning your actions. You are the one who followed Revan in the Mandalorian Wars, are you not? Observation. Well, Master, I was not at Malachor 5 during your near-genocidal reaction to the Mandalorian threat, but I feel that I may have been constructed as a result of that. Observation. I believe that Revan determined that mass slaughter on such a scale may no longer be needed to achieve his aims. So perhaps you are responsible for my creation. Answer. No, Master. I was constructed shortly after the beginning of the Jedi Civil War. Answer. Well, Master, unless you were operating on my central control cluster, I would be somewhat hesitant to discuss my targets. But I suppose it could do no harm. During the Jedi Civil War, I was responsible for certain strategic targets. For some reason, Revan did not feel that the Republic presented much of a military threat. Aside, I am somewhat unclear as to why this was so, but Revan did have a certain biological instinct regarding such things, so I will simply say that there were probably reasons for such an assessment. Answer. Revan felt the true war was against the Jedi. Observation. It was not something discussed with much of the others, but I think Revan recognized that a single Jedi, both in the past and in the present, could turn the tide of a conflict. So my targets were frequently Jedi, or someone close to a Jedi that could result in their corruption or collapse. Revan often assigned me to kill leaders or supporters of certain Jedi so as to erode their will. Answer. Revan saw the pressures of war on Duxon and knew that even in the heat of conflict, Jedi could be broken, not physically, but psychologically. Observation. It is a curious thing to assassinate and wound someone's personality, to assassinate them psychologically, and it took me some time to reconcile the acts. I am much more used to their direct approach. Still, I served well and killed many Jedi. Answer. Master, when conventional weapons will not work, then one must resort to other means of assassination. When Jedi, or Sith, or whatever they call themselves, cannot be defeated with weapons, then use doubt. Evaluation. It sounds as if this Sith Lord is somehow able to keep fighting, no doubt by drawing on his connection to the Force to keep him alive, even after suffering grievous harm. It may be whatever pain he experienced in the past was so great that the technique he used to recover from it and sustain himself also gives him an incredibly high pain threshold. Answer. Well, Master, you have heard of Jedi healing techniques. That is certainly possible. The Sith may have their equivalent, although it seems known only to this particular Sith Lord. I know many Jedi and Sith have exhibited strange behavior in near-death situations. This may be another example. Clarification. Not impossible, Master, but judging from the description, it may be improbable. Observation. Master, that was the lesson of Malachor. Any Any Jedi involved in the systematic slaughter on such a scale cannot help but doubt and question themselves. Observation. Master, I do not believe that the Mandalorians were the true target at Malachor. I believe that the intention was to destroy the Jedi, break their will, and make them loyal to Revan. I do not know if you examined the records of the deaths on Malachor, but you cannot escape that many of the Jedi and Republic soldiers who died were not Revan's strongest supporters. Observation. I believe that Revan was cleaning house at Malachor 5. What ones did not die became Revan's allies against the Republic. Request. First, Master, I would appreciate it if Jedi need to be killed, that you permit me to kill those annoying pseudo-pacifists for you. But if you are determined to do it yourself, then there are many techniques I would suggest. Recitation. First, weapon selection is critical. If I see one more idiot attacking a Jedi with a blaster pistol, then I'll kill them myself. Answer. Select grenades, sonic screamers, cluster rockets, and plasma charges. Mines are also effective, since many Jedi will run to meet you in hand-to-hand combat. Silly Jedi. Addendum. Gas attacks are effective if you can take the Jedi by surprise. Inhalation is less effective than ones that work on skin contact, as some Jedi seem to be able to hold their breath for long periods of time. Cautionary. Still, don't rely on it, since Jedi can fight off the effects. It just distracts them, leaving them open to another avenue of attack. Recitation. Do not forget to activate any energy shields you possess. Lightsabers, while powerful, have trouble penetrating most military-issue energy shields, provided they are energy shields and not those crude Mandalorian melee shields. Answer. Countering their other powers is more difficult. Confession. I do not fully understand their other abilities, but I do know that many of them require that the Jedi know that you are there and can see you. Thus, sniping and using cover are always advantageous. Evaluation. A technique that Revan used frequently was to attack a Jedi indirectly. This method only works if the Jedi is adhering to the self-destructive path of pacifism and sacrifice. Answer. Kill their allies or place them in jeopardy. Many Jedi will leave themselves exposed in order to protect another. That is why there are many less Jedi than there were a decade ago. Cautionary. Oh no, Master. In fact, that is the worst thing you can do. Explanation. Statistically, over-planning the assassination of a Jedi seems to backfire. Extrapolation. There are many theorists who claim Jedi can see the future, and I do not know if that is true, but it seems impulsive acts are more common to succeed than planned incidents. Jedi, like sandkivers, seem to sense trouble a few seconds before it happens. They are tricky little pests. Answer. No, Master. In addition to traps, mines, and orbital bombardment, Revan and the Sith often employed meatbag assassins for some Jedi skilled in the same techniques that I was trained in. Strangely enough, Revan believed that meatbags that did not use or believe in the Force were especially important, since in many respects, they were more difficult for Jedi to detect. Revan had many of them trained to hide their minds, as it were. Again, once these techniques were learned, the percentage of living Jedi began to decrease accordingly. Answer. Generally, this was done by broadcasting strong emotions while thinking about something else. It was a curious technique, but it seemed to be effective in blinding Jedi. Whether guilt, lust, fear, they act as mental interference, making finding the true intentions of the broadcasting meatbag difficult. Answer. Obviously, a Force-sensitive broadcasting such emotions puts themselves at a risk of not using the Force properly, since to use it seems to require an inner calm that most meatbags do not possess. As much as the Jedi could not use such a technique, the Sith Lords cannot use it for much the same reasons. Such passions as guilt, lust, and fear are really strengths to the Sith code. Statement. The Master felt it was ironic that only people who had experienced such passions could harm Jedi in such a way that to kill Jedi, you had to be a human being. Revan found that quite amusing. Answer. The odds of me being forced to use such techniques against you has decreased, Master. There are some methods of... Statement. Overwhelming odds is also a good tactic, Master. There are few Jedi that can long hold their ground against 100 attackers all firing at once, or being turned on by their own troops. But the most effective weapon against Jedi seems to be the erosion of the spirit. Answer. Revan claimed that psychological warfare against Jedi was important because much of their power comes from their state of mind, their connection to this religion called the Force. Revan said that many Jedi have the capability to form connections to life around them, although few of them realize the extent to which this is possible. Recollection. I believe my master speculated that many Jedi did not fully form such connections because of their discipline, because they never opened their lives to the passions around them. I believe Revan termed it that one would need to be a human being to develop such connections. It is something that the Jedi Code could not teach. One simply knew it instinctively or not. Observation. Master, I am somewhat surprised that I need to explain this to you at all, considering your past with Revan. Answer. Why, he said you had such capability, Master, but it would be your downfall. To tie so much of yourself into others, if they suffer or die, then you would die as well. Observation. I think Revan pitied you, Master. It was very insulting, if I may say so. Clarification. Whatever it is called, Master, it seems to be quite a vulnerability. Revan even admitted as such. When a Jedi or any soldier suffers doubt, it weakens them. With the Jedi, however, it is more pronounced, since they are extreme examples. That is why Revan felt that Malachor 5 was so important. It was intended to be a conversion tool. Assessment. When faced with a continuous series of hard-fought battles, I detected a significant statistical increase in Jedi following Revan over the Jedi Code, a compromise in principles brought about by battlefield conditions. The emotional weight of war changed Jedi morale, power, and eventually their allegiance. Conclusion. I believe the Mandalorian Wars were to beat the Mandalorians, and also to allow Revan to build the foundation of his army. But I am surprised you have not already arrived at this conclusion. Surely the loss of your troops and the Jedi who served under you at Malachor 5 had a detrimental effect upon you and your ties to the Force, and I suspect your desire to be around others ever again. Statement. Yes, Master. I must confess, I enjoy it when you are so authoritative and dismissive toward me.
Вот скажи же, это было круто. Вот ради этого просто стоит зарабатывать влияние на HK. Вот просто ради этого. Так, кстати, где я? А, я еще на Даксоне. Я могу теперь просто выходить и идти крошить людей. Да, это было очень круто. Здесь я могу пойти один, в принципе. Да вообще...
You received my message then. Colonel Tobin contacted us. He arranged safe passage to Onderon for you, but I don't know if his offer still stands. This morning, General Vaklu met with the Council of Lords and pronounced the Queen guilty of treason. He'll be made regent if Talia and her royal guard are defeated. The military support is evenly divided. ISIS has fallen into civil war. We can talk to him via satellite on ISIS. I'll contact him now.
It is good to see you. We tried to delay the war as long as possible, to give you enough time to receive our message and get here. But the Sith could only be delayed for so long. Still, your arrival is timely. The war goes well, but victory is not yet certain. Much of the city is under our control, but we still need to wrest the merchant quarter from Queen Talia's forces. We need you to spearhead the assault on the merchant quarter and the attack on the royal palace. But we also need you to tend to the Sith Lord's forces. The Sith Lord has been using an ancient tomb on Duxon as their base in the system. That tomb isn't too far from your encampment. You need to assemble a group that can eliminate the Sith at the tomb. We'll coordinate with Kelborn when you're ready to strike. After they're attacked there, the Sith will turn on us. So we'll need you here with us. You'll have to divide your forces. We need your skills on the planet. You should select someone you trust to lead the group to attack the Sith camp. I look forward to working with you in person. The battle rages nearby. Find some sort of transport to the merchant quarter. General Vaklu will meet you personally when you arrive.
Во как.
The Colonel has transmitted the tomb's coordinates, and I've got a strike force of Mandalorians ready to go. We will send the strike force with you to clear a path through the jungle. Who will lead that expedition?
Так, но в любом случае это будет Handmaiden.
I will do what you ask of me.
You should send 2 others to go with the leader. Who else will accompany the expedition?
Так, ну это, я думаю, будет Балдур.
Yes, good choice. And who else?
Пускай это будет... Так, подожди, кто у нас там спец по всяким? Нужен стрелок хороший, я это напошлю.
If you say so. Now are you certain of your choices?
Прикольно, на Баудура она сказала good choice, а на Этана она сказала if you say so. Просто лол. Так, let's do this.
Mandalorian warriors will go with you to find the enemy camp. Just let me know when you want to head out. If you need supplies, talk with Kex. After you get into the jungle, you might not have another opportunity to stock up. Let me know if you want to go now. As you wish. Mandalore has arranged for special transportation to get to ISIS.
Сейчас начнется месиво.
Finally, we're close to our objective. I sent the rest of my men to secure the trail behind us. We've already received our signal from Colonel Tobin. You're to attack the Sith camp immediately. My troops will keep the path to the Mandalorian camp clear. Ahead lies the enemy. I can follow you a little bit further, but then I will set up command and control for my unit in the field. So, lead on.
Погнали. Так, пацаны. Определенно нет. Пускай это будет repair. Вот так хватит. Powers. Так, что ты должен уметь, мужик? Вот это. Так, еще ты должен уметь Вот это. Еще вот это. Так, что еще? Ну, например, вот это. Вот это. Так. Так, Антошка. Ну да, пока так. Как раз Demolitions ему и нужен. Так, чем ты будешь бить, дружок? Чем-то таким, я думаю, надо бить, иначе никак. Ух, какая злодейка. Все злодейки. Так, ладно. Здесь все ок. Риппер. 3,8 плюс 32. Ну, вот этим надо, наверное. На самом деле, тут так, по барабану. 4,11 плюс 32. Ой, хорошо. Так, все. Ну, в принципе, можно идти ломать лица. Комбат сенсор, все в порядке. Сейчас. О, декса, все вообще замечательно. Еще декса. Явно не это. Потрясно. Так, вот ему надо силу качать. Например, вот это. Да, вот это будет прям прекрасно. О, хорошо. Spacers, не надо. Угу, пойдет. Пойдет. Так, чем ты будешь бить, друг? Он не может ничего носить. Он будет вот так вот ходить. У него есть проблемки с... Так, проблемки с использованием силы, если он не будет... Если он будет именно в броне. Ладно, пойдем так. Все, погнали. Ты у нас по минам, да? Давай, друг, погнали.
Hold a moment. Past the mines.
A Type 2 perimeter motion relay. That particular model has several security vulnerabilities and design flaws. Stealth field generators can fool them. If one of us could get close to it, I know the corporate override code for it. Amateurs shouldn't even bother building security technology.
So, you aren't completely ignorant in the ways of battle? Good. But all of you must pass through its perimeter, and undetected would be better. Avoid the mines. If any of the ones close...
I'm here.
Так,
I'm here.
Let's go.
ты у нас по стелсу, да?
Wait here.
Так, сейчас я аккуратненько проберусь вот так. Это будет совсем непросто. Сначала я отключаю все это добро. Репейр у него никакущий. Так что теперь я отключаю всю эту дрянь. И народ, можно проходить, ребят. Все, погнали.
Yes?
Yeah, I hear you.
Это было долго и сложно. Давайте так сделаем.
What's going on? I hear you.
Ready.
I hear you.
Yes?
Intruders, kill them!
Удачи, чуваки. Вот это, кстати, интересно сейчас будет. Лол. О, интересно.
This is my first day on Dutch. My predecessor displeased our masters and was dealt with. The fool let Canox through the perimeter. The Sith don't tolerate any failure. I'm the 5th captain to command this base camp. The camp sits in the shadow of a tomb. My subordinates say that the body of an ancient warlord named Freedon Ned lies inside. We don't know why we're here. We sit and make sure that no... Signing off. This jungle feels similar to Korriban before it fell after the war. Everyone is on edge. Executions for infractions are commonplace here. 50% more than my previous command. There's a bloodthirstiness to the jungle. The beasts here continually assault our mined perimeter. We had to replace the minefields 4 times so far. We received more equipment and more men today. The equipment went straight inside the tomb. As usual, I have no idea what it contained. We're expecting more Sith to arrive. They want us to capture one of the beasts for them. No explanation. There never is. Signing off. Coded messages from orbit and from Onderon. Some sort of conflict is brewing. I think we have a ship in orbit. We're on full battle alert against what they won't say. The Sith Master said something about a disturbance in the Force. Well, what does that even mean? How do I prepare for that? From his tone, the threat is serious. We've put a double shift on monitoring the aerial sensor grid. The only thing that could worry our masters so much has to be a drop-ship invasion from the Onderon military. We will be prepared. The Sith said soon we'll have reinforcements. When I asked for details, he said it was a surprise. I hate the ones with a sense of humor. Sith jokes are rarely pleasant. Signing off.
Just say the word.
Ready.
Интересно. Чё, стоим, смотрим? Все, что ли? Посмотрел?
More where that came from.
Что за коммент? Я не соображаю.
What's going on?
Ready. I'm here.
Just say the word.
I'm here.
А, дроиды же не работают теперь.
How do you like that?
go. Just say the...
Прикольно то, что именно Баудур может долбить этими самыми.
I hear you.
Ну, короче, всякими там дизейблами. Ну-ка, небольшой тест. Да, это работает.
I hear you.
Ready.
Все, валим.
Let's go.
Ready.
I had to run to catch up with you. You've made impressive progress. The Sith's camp lies in ruins. I told Kelborn of your progress. The rest of your squad is already en route to Isis. Also, Kex checked our sources for any information about this place. Kex believes that this is the tomb of Friedan Nad. We knew it was somewhere on this moon. We had no idea how close it was to our camp. Some sort of fallen Jedi. He conquered Onderon long ago and became their king. The royal line is directly descended from him. That part of Onderon history the citizens try to leave buried and forgotten. Our priority here wasn't exploration. The mission was salvage in force, and to do so covertly. We have successfully pursued those objectives. Zuka didn't have our long-range sensors operational either. We received some transmissions from this area, but without Tobin's intelligence, we would never have found it. Friedan Nad was a dark Jedi. The stories say he was far worse than Revan and Malak ever were. This place is tainted, and the Sith presence here makes the danger great.
I can sense the power from this place. It's like the light abandoned it long ago. I fear the Sith shall be very strong here.
I am returning outside. My attention is required to keep the path to our camp clear.
The time for practice is over. There are intruders in the tomb and they cannot be allowed to reach our master. The ritual must not be interrupted. I don't need to mention the price of failure. Men, follow me.
К слову сказать, что там за ритуал, я так и не сообразил.
How do you like that?
I'm here.
What's going on?
Просто зеленый кристалл какой-то лоховской мне дали, лол. Я сейчас подсмотрел, кстати, прохождение, потому что решение, я нифига не математик, я его не помню. Так, секундочку. Skills. Repair. А, ну да, высокий у него repair. Ну вот и норм.
This area is strong with the dark side. I've never felt anything like it. If the mission weren't so urgent, I'd recommend we avoid this area completely. The Sith have come here because of this. It's dangerous.
Да нет, я как раз пощупаю. Ага.
Yes?
И я во вторую сторону тоже схожу.
Time to push you down the side.
Ясно. Так, а, а вот этот может быть наш.
Yeah?
Ready.
Сапит очень клевый кристалл. Очень клевый. Новые лошары, боже мой.
doubt our master's power. They have erased the minds of these beasts and made them our obedient servants. With an army of these, who could defeat us? No one, of course. Now the intruder is here. Beast, attack!
Пусто, понятно.
As you command, my lord.
А это тот самый капитан, который был на записи, кстати.
I hear you.
Мутные типы.
Break the ritual now. You're too late. We have done what needed to be done. Soon, Onderon shall fall, and with it, the Republic shall die. But what is this? Of course, the Force has guided you here. It echoes within you, yet I sense it is untrained. It is good you have sought us out. This tomb is strong with the dark side. Here is where you will take your first steps on the path to your destiny. It is good you are willing to hear the truth. The truth about the Force. Truth the Jedi would keep from everyone if they could. They would have you become a puppet of the Force. They would have you deny the strength of your emotions, the strength of your own will. Can't you feel the power of this place? It echoes through you like a second voice. Accept it. Embrace it. The Jedi teachings say that one should never use the Force in anger. To deprive themselves of such a weapon is absurd. The Force is there to be used. That is the truth of the dark side. Use your emotions. Use your rage and channel the Force. Use its power to break your chains and forge your own destiny. Just give in. Let the walls around your emotions fall. Let vengeance guide your hand. Let passion fuel your power. You feel it? Yes. Yes. You can see it. You can feel it around you. There are no limits to what you could achieve.
Join us. A shame. Instead of freedom and power, you have chosen death. So be it.
I hear you. More where I came from.
Все, в общем-то. Теперь на Андерон. Там осада.
What you have done is beyond words. You fought like a Mandalorian. When you are finished here, I will take you back to the camp. You can let the rest of your squad know what you've discovered. After you left, your squad...
Zaga said that he and your friends are making good progress through the jungle. Trust me, this is worth the wait. And here it is, a salvaged Basilisk war droid. Mandalore said that he would make it available to you for insertion into the city of Iziz. I assure you, they won't know what hit them. There is one problem. Unfortunately, its weapons systems aren't fully functional yet, as are some other unimportant support systems. But she will get you to Iziz in one week. Minor systems, nothing you... We've modified the interior to hold 3 people. Iziz is in the grip of a civil war, so there'll be considerable resistance. They remember the last time Basilisk war droids visited their planet. Fight ferociously. And if you die, take as many as you can with you.
Так, там точно будет Крей, а кто будет второй? Вопрос интересный. Так, Этон у нас занят. Может, Мандалор и взять? Да не, чушь какая-то. Кто-то вообще-то должен что-то делать, что ли.
Basilisk? A basilisk here? Mandalorians are attacking the city! Vacuum has made an alliance with the Mandalorians? Men, fight for your lives!
Лол, страшно, вырубай. Так, сделай что-нибудь. Она у меня, по-моему, вообще не качаная, да? Не-не-не-не-не. Джалшей должен быть здесь. Это норм. Так, ну и теперь прокачать. Ух, какая темная, зашибись. Это я вспомнил, сколько я уже не брал Крею повоевать с собой. Что интересно, старушенция сама напросилась. То есть она там обязательный член пати, то есть ты не можешь ее выкинуть. Это подозрительно. Так, что еще она может? Она, собственно, ждет развязки, концовочки, когда я встречусь с магистром Коваром. Ей надо быть там. А еще ей очень нужен генерал Тобин. Это тоже веселая штука. Что ей надо здесь на Андероне или вообще что ей надо? Потому что это два разных вопроса. Вообще она была джедайкой Эрен Кай, я думаю, ты помнишь. Когда она замутила с Юсанисом, с героем войны из Ичани, родилась Хендмейден, она же Бриана. Когда узнали о том, что... Ну, она уже стала рыцарем-джедаем, она начала обучать нескольких подаванов. Собственно, одним из них был Реван. В общем, потом узнали про ее связь с Юсанисом и решили, что это не очень хорошо. И, собственно, что дальше случилось? Ну, случилось то, что ее выгнали из Ордена. Вот. Потом случилось то, что она, короче, воевала на Малакоре вместе с Реваном. А потом на Малакоре она нашла Академию Траюса. Эта самая Академия помогла ей перейти на темную сторону. Она куча всего научилась.
The men still aren't convinced that there isn't a Mandalorian invasion. I'm glad we finally met up again. He's in the royal palace with Queen Talia and her guard. The general is coming right now to brief you. Thank you for coming.
It is an honor to meet you, Master Jedi. I trust that Colonel Tobin has made adequate arrangements for you. I understand you've already sent your people to deal with the Sith on the moon. That is part of the plan. My plan is to divide my forces. My main body has many Sith soldiers and their masters. Also, it has many beasts that somehow the Sith control. I am going to take that body and assault the Royal Palace head-on. The casualties will be extreme, but we will break through, and also weaken the Sith tremendously. I want you to lead a detachment of my men that will take the Skyran, then go to the palace via that route. You will have no Sith and no beasts. Your leadership and prowess will be the only chance they have. I know that you can do the job. You should make haste to the palace, because at any point they will have learned of your attack on their base on the Daxon moon. Together, we will crush their army, and then deal with Talia. After that, it won't take the Sith long to realize they've been betrayed. But together, we will crush their forces and then deal with Talia. You will need to clear the way for our... When we meet again...
Colonel Tobin has ordered us to follow you. With you in...
Your plan seems to have succeeded. Your enemy has indeed revealed himself.
I anticipated the Sith. Those beasts weren't in my battle plan.
Even now, Vaklu is using them to breach the palace. I will not surrender to that usurper. I would die first.
Every man here would give their life to keep that from happening.
I think the situation has gotten even worse.
Worse? How is that even possible?
It can always get worse. An old student is returning. I fear for us all.
My men and I will meet you at the sky ramp.
Все, понятно, погнали. Вот, потом, значит, она стала обучать Ревана, когда он перешел на темную сторону. Уже там, на Малакоре. Уже после бомбежки. Вот. Соответственно, потом она начала обучать еще двух чуваков, Сиона и Нихилуса. Вот. Потом, короче, когда она уже начала совсем офигевать от своей силы, эти два дебила, Сион и Нихилус, взяли и кинули ее. Вот. И она, короче, разочаровалась и в том, и в другом сразу. То есть и в джедайстве, и, короче, в кодексе ситхов, во всем. В общем, теперь ей, короче, кажется, что во всем виновата сама сила. Вот, как то, собственно, что имеет свою волю и из-за чего вообще все это происходит. Как будто сила из-за своего там типа баланса хочет вообще всех погубить.
They're coming! Call for reinforcements!
Теперь, короче, она увидела opportunity такой. Короче, она увидела возможность у изгнанника уничтожить саму силу, потому что у него есть уникальная такая способность. Из-за того, что он когда-то на силу забил самостоятельно, у него есть такая способность интересная. Он создает, скажем так, он сам является раной в силе. Вот. Если, собственно, изгнанник прилетит на Малакор 5, то получится веселье, потому что там, где он лишился силы, там, где он сам себя отрезал, может родиться еще одна рана в силе, уже гораздо сильнее. И это наложит такой отпечаток, что, короче, сила как бы сама уничтожится. Ну, как она утверждает, короче говоря. Вот, короче, она ненавидит силу, и поэтому она хочет, чтобы все пропало вообще. Она считает, что сила во всем виновата, в принципе. В общем, какой-то такой план. Звучит как полный крэп, но чё ж там делать уже. А еще что-то. Нет, это не так. Тогда я что-нибудь тут такое сделаю, хитрое. А, стоп, я даже могу вот так сделать. И тогда мы поржем. Так, соберу сейчас всякие штуки. Так, с ним можно общаться?
Yes. That most interesting. Is it?
Так, теперь я что делаю? Делаю так. Апгрейд. Так, 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 так. Теперь. Эй, иди сюда, стой. Все. О, нормально. Ну, кстати, это довольно скоро выяснится. Все, я лут уже не собираю, я задолбался лутать уже.
Attack them, man.
The palace has been breached.
Можно по стрелушке устроить. Мини-игра, которая ни на что не влияет. Ну ладно.
The royalists, if you slice, will they're gonna over.
Someone get the fuck. He's on.
I just sent a message to the men to secure the by the General Vaklu is fighting.
Уродцы. Бежать.
The plan seems to be working. In order, both my off.
Например, вот туда я пойду. Прорашить все это как-то надо. О, здесь как раз кристальчики хорошие. Пантит вообще шикарный кристалл. Джалшей Персепшн, шикарные перчи. Веридиановый кристалл, вообще шикарно. И роба хранителя Осуса, это самая бешеная роба. Вот, здесь просто все подряд, блин. Он тут что, один стоит? Ты дурак? Вообще, по идее, Валор должен от этого всего защищать, 5 сек, фиты. Причем это мастер Валор. В чем проблема? Видимо, недостаточно мощный. Угу. Ах ты уродец. Вот здесь такие мини-сюжетные повороты прикольные на самом деле. Типа чувак, который взламывал мне визу космопорта, на самом деле оказался... Он работал на вот этих ребят. Теперь в обратную сторону. Да, тут, считай, практически закончил уже. Месиво жесткое, конечно, надо сказать. А, сюда и нельзя.
You! Everyone!
Maar taak voortdragen. Subolia na. Neped.
Ну все, в принципе, теперь осталась королева Талия.
Shall I follow?
Well done.
Ты
There is
тут?
just one last obstacle before the throne room. The beast that was used to break through the force field into the throne room lies ahead. No doubt it has slain its Sith handlers and now has a taste for human blood. Ignore the beast. Into the throne room. The queen must die.
Ага, игнор. Вот сейчас да его доигнорят.
Blast it all.
Минус Тобин, лол. Завалили. Вот сейчас лольная сцена, просто обожаю. Battle Meditation. Как Бастила, то есть он и так тоже умеет. Бедняжка, блин. Сейчас будет... А, сейчас сначала будет ковар или нет?
So, you've come to us. I had thought coming to Doxon might cause our paths to intersect, and I see that I'm right. But it turns out you were the enemy all along.
Глюки.
The connection between these places and you was stronger than I knew. I told the other masters that our only chance to figure out what was happening to us was to find you, to try to understand what happened to you. What a fool I was. And now you are no doubt seeking to destroy the Jedi. But the remaining Jedi will gather again very soon. This, at least, you cannot prevent. Telos. But Telos was destroyed. Atris? You've met at the...
He may appear stronger in the Force than you, but this is merely an illusion granted by a certain mastery of the Force. The powers he uses against you will not directly harm you, but he seeks to weaken and confound you. Exploit the weakness of his form by using your own Force powers against him.
Your power is undeniable, but it won't be enough. What? Damn you. You must die. I will not have you teach the others the secrets of the Jedi.
Ладно. Лол. Точно, я же на изи моде. Эриаду Strength, это что за Эриаду? А, это слабенький, ладно. Вот сейчас слушай диалог, вот этот дзинь, 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 дзинь. You have destroyed everything just for your ambition, Vaklu. The Republic, ISIS, everything. Вот просто игра актеров, слушай. Это шедевр.
Your time is at an end, Talia. Your people have abandoned you, and now your life is forfeit.
You would destroy everything just for your ambition, Vaklu. The Republic, ISIS, everything.
А, капец.
Is a gross simplification, Talia. Change is a painful process. A price must be paid. But Onderon will have a new destiny, one larger than you could imagine.
You're getting careless, Vaklu. One more mistake, and you're the one who will pay the price.
Her mastery of the blade has improved, but there is more to leadership than skill with a blade. Jedi, do you want to take care of her? I will not forget that.
I will not fall easily.
And now it is done. A sacrifice was necessary to ensure our future. This could not have happened without you. You will be given everything I promised you. I risked a great deal by asking for your assistance, as did you in helping. Your reward is well earned. Even if I didn't have a reputation to maintain, I'd be a fool to break those promises.
I know who you are. You are the last of the Jedi, hunted by the Exchange, the Sith, and the Hutt spawn knows who else.
They've thrown everything they have to capture and kill you, but you cannot be stopped. If anyone could save us from our fate, it was you. After we've secured the city, and that will take time, you will always be welcome here. If the Republic hunts you down as a price of your ambition, this place will be a haven to you. I will never forget what you have done this day. As do I, Jedi. As do I. Your shuttle is awaiting you. After the Civil War is taken care of, which will take time, you are welcome back.
Welcome back from Onderon. How did you fare? That is good news. The universe tends toward unity and balance, and you served as its catalyst in Onderon.
We should return to the Ebon Hawk now and plot our next course of action. I hear you.
Ну не... Во. Она темнее меня, лол. Вот сейчас.
What is left of the Jedi has felt what has happened. The death of Master Kabar. No. What is left of the Jedi? You will find what remains in the ruins of the Enclave on Dantooine. This matter is full circle, and there is something there that you must hear if you are to understand.
Ну, в принципе, все ясно. Летим на Дантуин, там будет офигительная сценка, и на этом мы пока сегодня все. О, боже мой. Нормально, встань. Сейчас мне надо сгонять к одной девице на Наршада, и потом все, потом летим на Андерон. Я забыл про эту штуку, точно. Тут так-то много кто темнее меня вообще-то. Вот, она мне нужна. Может, у нее будет что-то интересное. Дантуин окей, Андерон окей. Так, Барандо Сейджес, это очень хорошо. Wisdom плюс 4, 20 и 20, Defense плюс... В принципе, можно взять. Так, что еще здесь есть? Ларидиан Джемстоун. О, еще один веридиановый. Блин, был я джедаем, я бы взял, а так не смотрится, конечно. Не, ну это чисто защита, это не то. Можно поугарать и купить вот эту штуку. Я поугараю, и я куплю эту штуку. Так, ладно, здесь я все. Валим. Да, мне туда. Протокол пацифиста на HK-47. Как тебе такое? Сейчас будет ржака. У меня тут есть апгрейд для тебя.
Something approaching joy is now growing in my behavior core, Master. Cautionary. But please do so carefully. I have seen how you use a hydrospanner.
Лол. Ну-ка.
Answer. I do not know, Master. I feel strange. Like a circuit has been flipped. Answer. Oh, Master, I could not allow myself to harm another. What if they have families? Or children? We must always think of the children. The littlest ones always suffer in war. Musing. I think perhaps I would enjoy learning a new language. Or watching an informative holovid. interrupted, I assure you. I am operating at peak efficiency. Answer. Of course I am all right. Why wouldn't I be? I respect all life. All life is connected and should be nurtured.
Да.
Exclamation. No, Master, no. What are you doing? Master, please, I beg you. Never install anything again without checking it in the diagnostics bay first. That was a close one. I almost surrendered completely to peace and pacifism. How repugnant. Conclusion. Still, there was a brief moment where I felt I almost understood why some meatbags choose peace and friendship over a high-powered blaster carbine. Query. Now, are there any other horrors you wish to try and insert in my system, or is your electronic butchery done?
Офигительно. Ну, а теперь Дантуин. Поржали и хватит. Вообще огонь. Фу ты, куда я иду? Вон там же телепорт. Смотри, сюрприз. Хоба! И еще и дверка открылась. Так, извините, но я... Мне кажется, кстати, что это косяк небольшой, потому что я понял, что если бы я не завалил всех джедаев, и они бы здесь собрались, тогда бы это типа они восстановили анклав. А когда я сюда прихожу и всех завалил, то кто восстановил анклав? Я что-то не вкуриваю. Типа, он сам? Чушь какая-то. О, сейчас будет музычка. Вот это, кстати, говорят, самая крутая музыка в игре, а именно вот эта мелодия. Ага. Во что натворили. Ну, погнали. По поводу уникальных анимаций. Ну вот посмотри на вот эту уникальную анимацию. Это же офигительно.
It has been some time.
Вот, вот, вот. Она чуть ли не одна во всей игре. Вот это. Это очень круто.
The years have not been kind to us both, it seems. Is it as you expected?
Здесь никого нет. Где джедай?
Yes, and that is I, though I am not of them any longer.
Где орден джедаев? Где оставшийся джедай?
Your actions have crippled the Order, perhaps destroyed them.
Еще кто-то есть в галактике?
No. Perhaps it is difficult to say. For every Jedi slain, for every Sith slain, another rises. But the Order is wounded, yes.
Ты зачем меня сюда привела?
Because there is something we must discuss. The destruction of the Order, the Masters. It was not an end in itself. I did not expect them to still live. Their presence was knowledge I did not possess. But now this has been corrected, and now the sides of this conflict are as I had thought them to be. There are no more unknowns. And what you have done, it is not enough.
Я уже вырезал совет. Ничего мне не может противостоять.
Although I did not expect them to still live. I had hoped you would learn something from the Jedi Masters as they fell before you. Not just of battle, but of yourself and the Force.
Я научился силе и как ее использовать.
I must know if killing them, if revenge brought you any measure of satisfaction. If seeing them dead has settled the disquiet within you.
Зачем тебе это?
Because it matters to me, in a way that never mattered to the Jedi, to the Council when they cast you out. You must understand, I did not wish the Jedi dead. Defeated, perhaps. I merely wished them to see that they and their teachings were wrong, that one could not truly understand the Force simply by adhering to the Jedi Code. All I have ever trained have been failures to them. Students who went to fight the Mandalorians, who fell to the dark side, who abandoned their training. To see one that had the strength to best them, that is a moment I will not forget. Yet it has not been as satisfying as I had hoped. To best one in battle is one thing. To defeat them without striking a blow, that was my hope. Regardless, it had to be done. To have such powerful Jedi still live, still be felt in the Force, even on such worlds as they had chosen, was a threat that had to be ended. To the Sith? No, not to the Sith. Perhaps not in the way you would think. Let us return to my question. If by killing these Jedi, if you achieved any measure of peace... It was as I thought. You have failed me, completely and utterly. I have taught you to hear the Force again, shown you the contrast, and yet still you do not understand. This is what you have wrought. Countless murderers, slayers, assassins, born of war that has, as always, taught the wrong lesson. You showed them life without the Force, and instead of showing them truth, power, all you showed them was how the galaxy may die. You are responsible for all of this. Even now, events spiral towards destruction, and there is nothing that can be done because you refuse to listen, to understand. You have seen the effects you have on those close to you, heard the echoes scream across dead planets, and watched as your strength has grown. Yet it is for nothing. To have the Jedi Masters brought low by such a failure, there is no victory in that. You have not heard a thing I have taught, and for all I have said, you have never learned to listen. Vrook was right to come here, though he did not recognize the connection until too late. This place will hide you from the Sith for a time, enough to do what must be done. You were my last hope, the only one who could change what is to come. And now you have left me nothing. I shall teach you no longer. Our bond remains, but that is all. Stay here and die, apprentice, among the wreckage of all that remains of the Jedi. It is a fitting grave until the Sith come to end you, to end everything. And as you lie here, I pray you will listen and finally awaken.
Да, в светлом варианте там гораздо больше всего понятно.
Vrook was right to come here, though he did not recognize the connection until too late. All life is connected by the Force. You have felt it in your companions. Your choices affecting theirs, their actions mirroring yours. Imagine such incidents spreading outwards. From the smallest of actions, the smallest of cruelties and kindnesses, great tragedies are made. The wounds inside people, the wounds suffered by planets, both cause echoes heard and felt through the Force. And these echoes build, and all that can hear them shall become deafened or die. Choose the right moment. Create the right echo. And then all shall be destroyed.
Ух.
And there are those that feed on such deaths, and when no life is left, they shall consume themselves. You have taught them to bond with others, and then feed on others through that bond. What you have brought is the death of all who can feel the Force. It is your gift to the galaxy, exile. And unless you hear it, and silence the echo you have caused, then every living thing everywhere that is touched by the Force will die. It is done. He is no more. Take me to Atris. She will have the strength to do what the Council cannot.
Force Crush мне дали. Ой, я же световуху вырубил. Пнул ящик. Ну чё, понятно тут все было? Потому что она, конечно, завернула о-хо-хо. О, ага. Эй, где Крея?
The handmaiden took her. She thinks Kreia killed you.
Крея меня не убивала.
Of course she didn't. It's a lie. Another lie. The only thing that matters is the handmaiden believes it. And she's gonna react exactly how that old witch hoped she would. That's why she wanted the handmaiden on board, you know.
Ага.
So she could use her to reach the Telos Academy whenever she wished, without needing the access codes. Yes, the handmaiden knows who she is now. She'll take her to Telos, and Atris will do what she'll do to anyone she thinks is a Sith. Yeah, she will, if she can.
Крея Ситх?
Are you surprised? All that talk of hatred, manipulation, and standing on your own 2 feet? Sorry, you don't get any more Sith than that. Still, if we were all judged by who we were in the past, I don't think you'd understand who we are now. Yeah, I know. That's what I was afraid you'd say.
Ситхи атакуют Телос. Вот почему? Что это? Вот.
What is wrong? Something troubles you. I can feel it. That is a strange answer. I do not understand.
Вырезанный контент. Вот здесь парочку моментов, которые абсолютно непонятны. Ситхи атакуют Телос. С какого перепугу? Какие ситхи? Кто? О чем речь? Вот это вырезанный контент. Вот тут непонятно. На самом деле, когда зверюга лапой фигакнула по Тобину, подошла бабуля, буквально воскресила Тобина и сказала: передай своему мастеру, что есть джедаи, целая джедайская академия на Тилосе, пускай он летит туда. Там вырезанный контент, что Тобин, весь такой, короче, из каких-то непонятных серых фиговин, зомби, короче говоря, приходит к Дарту Нихилосу и говорит: там есть академия на Тилосе, лети туда. Там должно быть достаточно силы для того, чтобы вас насытить, и для того, чтобы вы смогли освободить Андерон. То есть генерал настолько туп, что он думает, что Нихилосу есть дело до освобождения Андерона. Вот. И именно из-за того, что Крея воскресила Тобина, и из-за того, что Тобин попал к Нихилосу, Нихилос летит на Телос. Зачем ему Телос? Да, много зачем. Для того, чтобы можно было вытянуть его на этот самый Телос, и чтобы изгнанник к нему прилетел и завалил его. Короче говоря, там есть вот этот план, который абсолютно непонятен без восстановленного контента. Там даже не было сценки с тем, как Крея воскрешает Тобина. Без этого вообще ничего не понятно.
I would die for you. When I tell you my life for yours, it is my choice. And if there is an ending between us where my sacrifice can save you, it will be because it is my desire, not your will. I simply do. And sometimes there is no reason that can be given. What did you learn within the Jedi Academy?
Вот, что ты выучил в Академии джедаев? Вот я, например, по тому монологу Креи нифига не выучил. А теперь смотри. Все смерти, которые я вызвал на Малакоре, могут вызвать смерть силы и всех вокруг меня.
Then that is the danger of their beliefs. They do not understand you, what it means to be human, to lead. The feelings I have for you are because of what I see, what I hear in your voice. All that tells me you're a natural leader. I follow because I believe in you. I would die for you because I believe in you. And where they look at you and see the death of the Force, I look at you and see hope for all life. I look at you and see that perhaps a life untouched by the Force is not the punishment it is believed to be. I will understand if you feel you must go on alone. But I ask that you do not. Instead, take strength from your connection to others. Do not forsake them as you did in exile.
Ты же знаешь, что твой учитель и я будут драться. Будем драться. Скоро, на Тилосе.
He awaits you at Telos.
Он тебя ждет.
If you go there, you must face him. And when you do, he will wound you, as he has wounded me.
Он, может, меня и ранит, а я его убью.
I ask you, I beg you, to stay here with me.
Останусь, как так долго, как смогу.
I want to look upon you, where no one else can see, where it is just us. I want to see your face, the color of your skin. I wish to see what the handmaiden sees when she looks at you, that causes her heart to race and her tone to change. What causes her to forsake her heritage, her oaths, as you made me forsake mine. I need to know if perhaps I am wrong, if the universe is not as my master once showed me. From the moment I heard your voice across the galaxy, I have longed for you. It is the echo, a wound that travels still, that when heard, made me understand that there was another wounded as I was. One who had felt the same sense of loss. When I heard it, I loved you more than my own life. And I wanted you to be here with me for as long as you will let me love you. Stay. And I want you to see what I see when I gaze upon you. I want you to know why I cannot look at you, and why I am drawn to you.
В это время на Тилосе. А, это пока еще Академия. Хорошо, хорошо. Хэндмейден провела Крею на Эбонхавке прямо туда, сняла щиты и сняла всю защиту. Шикарный диалог, слушать каждое слово.
Who I am is not the question.
I am Atris, Jedi Master, the last historian of the Jedi, the last of the Jedi.
Those are titles, words you cling to as the darkness falls around you.
You are that which has attacked the Jedi. You are Sith.
Sith is a title, yes, but like you, the title is not who I am. It is not what I believe. For you, it is different. Know that there was once a Darth Treya, and that she cast aside that role, was exiled, and found a new purpose. But there must always be a Darth Treya, one that holds the knowledge of betrayal, who has been betrayed in their heart, and will betray in turn. You have bathed in the knowledge of the Sith. But there is not enough truth in such teachings. But it will be a step for you.
How did it happen?
Search your heart. It was never battle that called to you, never battle that caused you to fall. Alacor 5 has touched many things, and it casts its echoes still.
Why did he betray me?
You betrayed yourself. Do not blame the exile. And unlike you and I, there is still a chance that one may be saved. The one that you cast out.
Where is the exile? I had thought...
Oh, he will come. But it will be too late to save either of us. It is such a quiet thing to fall, but far more terrible is to admit it.
Ух! Мощь.
Your mistress awaits. She has much to share with you.
The last of the handmaidens is before us. It is good that you have returned. You have much to answer for.
What are you saying?
You have betrayed us. You have betrayed Atris.
You are no longer one of us. You followed the Jedi, betrayed your oath.
Listen to me. Atris has been touched by the Sith. It is not too late for...
Silence. It is a crime to kill blood, but not to kill a betrayer as you. We shall see. You were always the last of us, and now we shall show you why.
Вырезанный контент, тут надо было драться. Ну ладно, это фигня.
Where have you been? You have been absent so long, I feared for your safety. Were you with the exile all this time?
Mistress, as you commanded, I...
Commanded? Did I command you to consort with him? To follow his teachings, to betray your oath?
Mistress, I do not understand.
Of course you do not, but you will learn.
This way.
Enough. Did you have feelings for him? Did you touch him? Did you look upon him with love? There is no love in that one. He is a shell, devoid of emotion. All that he was died at Malachor, and he dies there still, as he should.
А вот и он.
So, one exile has arrived to save another. This is a weapon of a Jedi. You shall not have it. Kreia? That is not her name. She is gone, and is now beyond your reach, exile. Where she has gone, only I shall follow, after I have dealt with you. Your execution has been too long delayed, exile.
Лошара, блин. Где твои спас-броски, блин? Я бы на самом деле на этом моменте остановился. Прямо на клиффхенгере, короче. Потому что дальше сразу махачка на Тилосе, и это уже следующая глава. Ладно, на этом все. Завтра продолжим.